fucking 26 ounces of fucking sticky fucking coffee brandy all over my shit. This fucking kid get glasses. Oh, he had to look fucking special tonight, huh? Yeah.
So growing up, my mom was there. I always had like a house. I always had food, and like she would buy me stuff like when I wanted it. So it was like that. But you know, my dad was an alcoholic. So every night that I was alive until like middle school, he would be drunk, but he was a quiet drunk, not violent, not anything crazy. But my mom was like in a cycle, like she would like scream at him. So like I just always grew up in a very like loud and like tense environment. And so she was there. She was very much, my mom was just like not well. I don't know how to explain it, but she was there, and like I could talk to her, and she had a good job, but they were bad with money and, you know, lost their houses. But then she had the money to buy like another one, or like, you know, it was like, okay, let's just lose this one and move on to the next one. After my dad died, she just like got another boyfriend who didn't have too much money or anything, but she's like, it's okay, I have money, I have a great job. Like she was always trying to pretend that she was something she wasn't, and it was like a lot. So I got to a point where she was very also emotionally inept with me, like just didn't really understand nurture. She wasn't a nurturing person. She would rather be like, here, I'm gonna give you these toys you asked for, now go away. It was complicated. It's a lot. So basically, at a certain point, I was like, I'm gonna choose joy, and sometimes you have to like cut people off in your mind, and like it's kind of like burying someone who's still alive. So it's like that. You have to just be like, mourn them while they're still alive. And I made that choice, and my life only got better because of it, because it would just destabilize me to be like around her, because there was no way to communicate. I've practiced a lot of psychological tactics to speak to difficult people, and it just wasn't getting through to her. So I just had to end that. So for the last like 3 or 4 years, I had no contact with her at all. I had cut my trip from London short to go to San Diego to go to TwitchCon, because it was like I was dedicated to going there that year. So.
Of course.
But I got the call as the plane was ascending into into Barcelona. My layover was in Barcelona. So as I'm taking off into the air, I got the call and I just hung up because I already knew. Like I've been psychically ready for this for like at least 2 years now. She wasn't sick or anything. Well, she wasn't outwardly sick, but I just knew. And I just hung up, and they texted me, and I was like, all right. So then I had to deal with that, and I still don't have the ashes. Finally, like with the help of my aunt, like was able to get the funeral home to like understand what they have to do. So they should be sending them this week. I don't know though.
My fucking dickhead of a brother, like I was in California. Now he had my mother's ashes. How's that, Mike? And so fucking when I came back from California, like fucking a year later, a year and a half, I was like, you know, I found out fucking about cremation crosses. And I was like, oh, hey, Brian, look, you know, I found these things called cremation crosses. And I told him about it before. I was like, where are the ashes? Like they were in a fucking, you know, a cabinet fucking off to the side. And he was like, oh, I spread them. I was like, what? What do you mean you spread them? He goes, yeah, well, I spread them. I was like, you don't think it would be like a good idea to talk to me and fucking Chelsea, my little sister, and be like, you know, as a family, we'll fucking spread them? And he's like, dude, what do you fucking think we're gonna do? Fucking bag up the ashes at the kitchen table like the fucking bags of weed and fucking, here, you get fucking this one, you get a little bit more, you know, because you loved her a little bit more. But he made sure that he fucking made me pay fucking a third of the fucking the casket, fucking cremation and shit. Didn't want to give me a third of the fucking ashes. So he fucking wrote my name
into a third of like my parents' ashes. I want all of them.
Honestly, I mean, didn't need that fucking much. You know, the cremation crosses. I don't know if anybody's ever seen one. Hold on, I'll kind of give you like an idea. Or you can get a keychain or something like this, and then they just put a little bit of the ashes like in the bottom, and then they seal it up.
What are you showing
This
us?
is
That looks like a crack rock.
Yeah.
See, it like shakes up with like little gold. It came from the one of 3 gas stations we were allowed to get out and visit in the RV.
Those are good times when we got to walk in those on the ground
Yeah,
and go to a gas
the one of
station.
3.
Count your blessings, Jeff, because I left because I thought the show was ending. Fuck.
I wish Jobe was there.
What? I'm on the fucking stream. Tell her to text me.
Luke looked upset, and like he just got out of the RV to talk to someone in production, and then he came back. I was in the RV, and Luke looked upset. Then he leaves and like goes through his stuff that I did not know that was happening. He didn't tell me, "Hey, I'm gonna go do this." He just said like, "Can I talk to you guys?" and then left. And when he came back, they were like, "Oh, Jeff is gone. Like we found stuff in his bag." And he had like, but he didn't. They didn't find the money, so they just,
He
that's all I
said
knew.
he never had any money. It was his ID and debit cards.
How do you know that?
Because he said it, and he never had cash.
Did Luke have his ID for the gun day?
Wait. Did he? He
No,
did.
he didn't. No, he said it's in the RV. It's in the RV in my fucking my pack.
Why do
And
you
they were
need
like,
an
"Oh
ID to
shit."
shoot a gun in a gun range?
So they were like, "Oh shit, maybe we'll have to fucking run him fucking back to get it." And then like they didn't because they just were like, "Oh, we'll get away with it. You're good."
Damn, I don't remember if he shot her.
Which actually too, how the fuck did he sign in at first? Because we all had to cough our ID up.
How did you sign in? Aren't you a felon?
He didn't.
Oh no, they fucking they ployed it out. Fucking me and Ben went and drank a beatbox. Cowboy came over and like we were in kind of like in a circle. They made us like get in a circle, and he's like, "Nobody's here's a felon or anything, right?" And I was like, and he just kind of like looked around the circle and was like, "Okay, great, nobody's a felon, awesome." And we finally get the instructor. They bring us down there. We all come out the van. And my fucking face was fucking beat red, and they looked over like, "Oh, Jeff, I think you're a little fucking drunk. Why don't you go sit in the van for like 10 minutes and we'll come get you when we're ready." Like, oh, now it makes sense why they gave me the fucking beatbox so they could say I was fucking too drunk to shoot.
I think I remember him shooting, but I'm not sure anymore.
No, he did. He did. Everybody shot but me.
God, I was so mad I missed out on that.
I was kind of upset, but not upset at the same time, because even when I was just sitting in the van, I was like, Jet came over and was like, "Oh yeah, fucking, if you want to," he goes, "I'll try to get you so you can do a couple rounds." And I was like, "You know what, dude?" And I was like, "Honestly, I'm a fucking felon, right?" He's like, "Oh yeah, shit. Maybe you probably shouldn't do that on camera." I was like, honestly, I'd already thought about that. If you guys came over, I was gonna be like, "Nah, I'm still fucking a little drunk. I don't think I should be shooting guns."
And you cosplay as Luke and talk to Jeff. I want to hear that conversation.
It's gonna be a tough cosplay. You mean cosplay like a LARP as him right now?
Yeah, just pretend, just be like, I'm Luke now.
I'll be back. I'm gonna go through.
You there? All right.
Wow, this really is a shit show.
We only had a fucking few minutes too, because I had to take a nervous shit. One of those fucking pre-game shits.
Yeah.
Don't want to pull a Bert, and fucking shit myself in the middle of an event.
Yeah.
I gotta. No, Bert, just hold it. Hold it. And then he's just like fucking jumping and you could see him squeezing cheeks and he's just like, uh-oh. And then he just like off to the bathroom. And then he came back and Sam was like, "Dude, I thought I told you." He goes, "I shit myself. I had to go to the bathroom."
4 gallons of milk you guys had to drink or something?
Yeah.
2 gallons on 4 people.
Holy shit, it's still...
And he's lactose intolerant.
I threw up. I had eaten before because I knew that I was gonna do the sports part of it or whatever. And after smoking the cigarettes, I just puked. It was crazy. The only thing is I puffed a cigarette once in high school. Never drank, never done weed or anything. I just never done that. Because like my dad, he drank so much that I just was like, I don't ever want to like be like that.
Right.
So I was just turned off. I like to experience life like how it's meant to be experienced for me.
While we're getting into the cosplay spirit, be your dream cosplay.
I want to do something that has like either really big wings, like a real life Mercy or something. I don't know. Something big with like technology attached to it. That's my dream cosplay. But I like Ronnie, that one. That one was cool with the arms. My favorite one I've done so far is I really love how the photos came out for my recent Nier shoot. It's the 2B.
Yeah.
Yes. I love the cinematic stuff. Like I'm more into making it look like a movie with this one photographer, Lobo Shots. We work really well together. But yeah, that was my favorite shoot so far. They look so sick. I was like, whoa. We didn't get as many shots as like I wanted, but it was tough. That outfit was tough to work with. I had little time with the sun, but we got some good ones.
He's
Jeff, are
back.
you ready?
I haven't experienced this yet.
He'll never be ready. Buddy, why'd you
Focus.
steal my money?
Focus.
Why'd you steal my money, Jeff? I need my money. I'm stuck in Vegas. I have to take a bus. Where's my money, Jeff?
Is that a quote?
I don't know.
Yes,
Because I
direct.
didn't take it.
I don't
I
believe
don't know
you,
how
man.
many times I can say the fucking same thing over and over again.
Listen, Jobe. Jobe, I'm a nice guy. I'm being nice, right, Jobe? Jeff, tell me, where'd you put it? Come on. Come on.
I couldn't tell you because I didn't take it.
All right, well, I'm just going to have to tell on you, buddy. I'm just going to have to tell on you.
Yeah. I mean, I heard that. You said that. My Vegas vacation is going to turn into a fucking permanent vacation.
Jeff, I'm sorry, man, but I'm going to have to send you to the tunnels. I'm going to have to send you to the tunnels, buddy.
Maybe that's where his bag is.
Dude, probably.
If I fucking remember correctly, he said it was in the RV. Right? So it's been in the RV, but none of us have been in the RV for days.
We were in the RV the whole time. I don't know.
How the fuck would I have taken it if it was in the RV?
All right, so
Production
Binx,
even said,
next
supposedly
question.
he said,
What is the difference between a cosplay enthusiast and a furry?
All furries are cosplay enthusiasts, but not all cosplay enthusiasts are furries. Yeah, I mean, I can appreciate a good fur costume. Like, I saw Luna from Hell of a Boss, and that was crazy. She was at SuperCon, and it was the craziest fursuit I've ever seen. There's a lot of craftsmanship in that and a lot of money that goes behind making those. So you gotta respect it because it is a craft. Yeah.
I pay like $10,000 more for that.
Shout out to King Doctor.
That's the wolf creature from Hell of a Boss.
oh,
Yeah.
okay. No, I've seen some videos too of like fucking, like people's vlogs of fucking furries at conventions, and holy
Some
fucking
people
shit,
that
do
go
they
there.
show up and show out.
Yeah, and they're usually really sweet.
I feel like I would enjoy dressing up as a furry more than trying to like make myself look like fucking Captain America. What about for fucking people that like fucking while still dressed up as furries?
That's the only good part about being a furry.
Yo, when King Doctor
Do
was
you think they have to cut like little fucking like entrance and exit holes, fucking like add a little zipper into their furry costume?
absolutely.
Yeah, how else would they
Or they
fuck
just
you,
do dry
dumbass?
humping only?
I got banned from Alex's chat because the only thing I've ever said on there was GIF because King Doctor was on there and I was so excited to see a furry on a stream that I was like, GIF! And then his wife like blocked me.
That brings up a good question that Jeff wanted to ask. Jeff Jeff, shut the fuck up for 2 seconds. He wanted to ask this question yesterday.
He doesn't want to ask it.
Heard about it also like 2 nights ago.
Binx, can you answer that question, please?
I think honestly that from the day that his wife came there, I think, well, this is a bad situation. I don't absolve Alex of anything he's ever done in his private past or whatever. I'm sure there's a lot to unpack in this whole story, but I just don't think that somebody should be getting beat up on, Like, that to me was like, if this is what she'll do in front of a camera, like behind closed doors, that must be like unreal. And we heard some of it when he was talking to Bert at one point, and like off camera you just hear like lamps being thrown across the room and like stuff like that. That was when the community was like, whoa, this is bad.
He had bruises too. He had bruises on his arm where it looked like somebody grabbed him.
Yeah, look how she's a big lady.
Yeah, I had bruises on my head. I just think I feel bad that whole situation's happening to everybody. I don't hold anything against him. Like, we're cool, I guess. I just don't interact with him like that,
Do you think that he had a crush on you at the beginning of the show when he tried to say like, "Hey, I'm getting divorced from my wife. It's gonna be good. We're gonna go to Hollywood." Ah.
I have brain damage, so I can't remember either.
I give you the pass.
I didn't think that until after she left, and for randomly, he was like, oh, I love you, like, I like you. He was, like, whispering all this stuff to me, and I was like, why are you saying this now after this just happened? Like, you could have said it before, or, like, any other time. And I thought maybe it was, like, a bit. Like, if I'm going to go out, I'm going to go out and make this a whole drama.
Right.
Like, that was his character arc. But I was just being like, no, like, this is not a thing. Like, no. You know, people have alliances. Like, it's a show. You need people to like be on your side so you can make it as far as you can. I mean, that's how I saw him. I didn't see him as like a romantic like thing. He was cool. I was really bummed when he left because I'm a creative person and I really appreciated his role on the show. I very much was disappointed that his energy was leaving at that time. So
it was his time to go.
He didn't want to be on your side. He wanted you on your back.
Oh my god!
I didn't think that when it happened on the show, but it makes sense.
He wanted his cake and his ice cream, and he wanted to eat it too.
He had the exact same color wig.
I brought a meme shirt that I bought at an anime convention like forever ago, and it said Jobe the Slut. I didn't wear it on the show until then because I was like, oh, it's a slut. Like, oh, it's an anime humor. It's like a weeb humor. So I was like, okay, no, I'm not going to do it. But then I was like, I'm going to do it. Jobe is very respectful and like, he's a cool guy and we're friends.
Yeah.
But I think it's just part of it. What was that, Jobe?
I don't want to fuck you, okay?
Thank you.
Bullshit.
Oh,
Call bullshit.
It's in
Where's
concrete.
the fucking bullshit button? Where's the bullshit button?
that's the part when I had to rub your feet. I was like, I went up to you and was like, I asked you if you were alright with it.
I thought it would be funny to take the really reserved, like, new guy and be like, okay, you have to have this relationship with the stupid, like, e-girl. Yeah. This was a scene. So I was like, okay, if we're going to have scenes and people are developing characters, it would be funny if this was our arc. Like, what I really wanted to do was when they turned on the hot tub downstairs before they ruined it immediately, I wanted to be like me and Jobe in the hot tub, but like awkward, and then he does like an awkward like arm thing, and then like takes it back.
You two just in the hot tub, just awkwardly?
Yeah, just I thought it would be funny to build on that, but we never built on it.
I fucked that deer head up.
Didn't you have it in the confessional the one day and you're talking to it?
I do not. Yeah, I don't remember that. I probably haven't been drunk like that since.
So can you talk on the allegations that you might have had sexual relationships with a deer head that night?
The deer head? It's 24/7 live stream. I didn't fuck the deer head.
Can you confirm or deny? Yeah.
No, I didn't see it.
Always pleading the fucking fifth. I think
I didn't see it, Joe.
Rooms. We slept in different rooms.
Previous donator.
Oh,
you mean Bong? Oh,
yeah.
Who is Bong's Agrippa? Why can't he go near schools? That was the next question.
Oh, Jesus.
So, like, I met Bong at TwitchCon. There's a video about it. It's all on film. You can, like, analyze the interaction, and I even talked about it on a stream once. But, you know, I'm not in the business of, like, dropping people or, like, giving them bad reputations. But it got a little weird, you know, because towards the end, like, you know, I accidentally leaked his DM that I don't know why, like, he sent that after I just got off of a show. It was an accident. It was a copy pasta. I'm on, is it Urban Dictionary now? So if you look up
Urban Dictionary, yeah.
Bong's pasta, it's like a copy pasta of what he said, and people, like, turned it into a bunch of things. It was awesome. But, like, all right, yeah, that sucks for him. Like, I did not mean to do that. But, it was on
I just happened to copy the whole chat and just accidentally sent it out.
No, it was like I shared my screen and it was on
there
there
for like a second, dude. It was crazy.
1 second and people got it. They had already been on his case though for things he had said in the past publicly and all this and like whatever. So then he like something happened and he just started saying like life is Mizzy over and over again in my chat and we were like, okay, that's fine, but he wasn't coherent. Like it was like weird. And then he started saying like, oh, Binx knows what she did after we had already talked about this and it was over and whatever. He just snapped one day and he like made
What do you think that Mizzy did?
It wasn't about Mizzy. He just
I've
like
seen
went
in the Mizzy chat a lot.
Yeah, he went over there.
He was pissed that he couldn't get fucking Binx's attention, so he had to act like he fucking was just life is Mizzy now.
Oh, my queen,
Which,
my
like,
queen.
Life is Mizzy now.
Life is Mizzy now. But no, it's fine. Like, whatever. That wasn't the problem. Is that he made like a weird threat to me. He's like, you know what you did, like, or else or something. And I was like, what are you talking? It was like incoherent babble in my general chat. And so I was like, if you don't, I said, I'm going to leak Bong's DMs. Basically like stop or I'm going to ruin you. And then,
we're going to really let the world know what's actually been said.
And he was typing and then you could tell he was scared and he stopped. I read some of his original DMs of the stuff he was saying before I went on the show that like I didn't really vibe with too much. I just kind of navigated the situation, but I wasn't like happy with it. It wasn't anything sexual. It wasn't anything like that. It was just like strange. I appreciate him. So I read his DMs and then he said I lied about him. I'm not going to show them that I read them. You can believe it or not, but like I have nothing to gain from that. I didn't even read all of them or the worst ones.
Oh,
so
Jesus.
Binx and I just really liked me and Mizzy. He wanted us to continue making content. I think Mizzy needed some equipment and stuff like that, so he bought her stuff like that. He watched her streams and he supported her. He supported me. He's still around. He's a cool guy. His crash out wasn't really a crash out. I think he was just trolling people.
Because I don't know, man. I don't know. After I gave a Big Daddy Lugnut that like photo you drew of me. He started being quiet.
Wait, what'd you say? Can you repeat that, Jobe?
I think that was the reason for the crash out.
What a crash out are you talking about? Like, because I'm confused.
Yeah,
like,
same.
When did he crash out? Which one?
Games.
People call it a crash out, but I don't know what he did in response to.
Oh no, he was freaking the fuck out. He was freaking out.
What do you mean by that? What did he do?
Wait, so you gave so Binx Knight, and you're talking about Big Daddy Lugnut. So let's clarify this.
Yeah, so he gave
what? So he saw you give the cool photo to.
Yeah, no, his wife took a picture of me and him with the funny like framed photo of me.
And Binx Knight fucking like tripped out about that because he didn't have a photo.
Yeah, because he wasn't the biggest simp anymore.
Oh, okay. Now fucking embarrassing that is, and that was like one time I've taken a dick fucking thing, and it went to the wrong fucking person a couple weeks ago. That was
wrong person, like a family member or like a teacher or what?
Just not the girl who was meant to go to.
Nice. What was the response on that?
Bad.
And now we're gonna send Jeff over on an all-expense-paid trip to Miami to rub your feet. All right.
Hey, if I pay him, it's work is work.
Listen. I don't remember if they gave me
lotion. I'm working.
How?
I was just doing it raw.
Ooh. He's a freak
that was
over
awesome. He said, I learned this in Thailand or something.
Oh my god, yeah.
The very first question with 7 likes is Nah, I'm Good by Hello, It's Nathan Thomas.
Thank you, Nathan.
So,
Fuck you, Nathan.
Hope you got what you wanted there, Nathan. The next
comments.
Simping off.
The next one is Team Binx by Miss Petite Cosplay.
We love Miss Petite. 305 represent. Great cosplayer, by the way.
Oh, you know her?
Well, yeah.
Awesome.
That's cool.
I'm gonna like that one there. All right. Play Seriously says, ask her how Alex Bee's wife smelled. Has she talked to Alex recently? And how does it feel to be 33? So 3 questions from Play Seriously.
I didn't smell her, but
didn't smell her.
Jobe did.
Yeah.
What does she smell like, Jobe?
Oh, he fucking got fucking a whole fucking face full, kid.
I think I was too much in shock.
Dude, when I thought it was just a hooker. When I said that in front of Alex,
they bought.
When I said that in front of Alex, she fucking looked at me because I said something too about how she pinched Bert's nipples. She goes, "I didn't do that." I was like, "Oh, and you didn't fucking grab fucking Jobe and fucking jam your fucking his face up in your fucking crotch." I didn't do that. Why are you lying about shit, bro? You're a liar. And I'm like, what? Okay. And Alex was like, yeah, dog, my wife doesn't lie. She wouldn't lie to me about something like that. What did it smell like, Jobe?
I don't know. I don't remember, man.
We're just going to say hot Cheetos and cheese and move on.
Binx, this is from Church Fires. He says, tell her I'm actually going to do it this time for real for me, please. From Church Fires.
Don't do it, Church Fires. Don't do it.
That's a scary question to even touch
If
upon.
bad, don't do. If good, do.
There we go.
He's gonna be up in your DMs later, like, I did it.
From Embrace Savagery, it says, my boy is doing big
Fuck,
things.
Jesus Christ, this
Who-
bitch.
Who would have thought Shut Up Jeff from the Beat Beats to the Chaos and the Cousin? Imagine if Corey was here. You two would have a wild podcast, or at least he'd be a great special guest.
Oh, God. I used to fuck her when I was younger, and then she fucking kind of started to... then it didn't work out, and then every time I would be in a relationship, she would just make new fucking Facebooks and fucking just start shit. And then because I stopped giving her any attention at all and just kept blocking her, she started fucking my cousin.
Hell yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Toph14 wants to know what happened in that bed with Lily. Tell the truth. 6 likes.
Ooh.
What happened with Lily? Tell the truth in the bed.
In the bed that night.
She was like, "Do you want to cuddle?" And I was like, "Damn, I don't want to make it that kind of show." Like, and I panicked in the confessional. But you know, you gotta when you're undercover, you gotta go deep undercover under the covers. You get what I mean? But my head never left the pillow. Like it looks so bad. I saw a clip after because I was like, "There's no way," and I don't know what she was doing because I was like, "No, like put the blanket. I don't want staff looking at us or whatever. Like it's weird. You know, there's guys out there."
Undercover.
Yeah. Right, so she was like doing like something with the covers, like trying to like block, and it looked so bad. But I was on the pillow and we kissed a little bit. No lie, like you know, she's hot. I think she's hot. Some people
She is
think
hot.
she's ugly. I think she's hot. But yeah, and we were just talking. I tried to do this thing where I diffused it because I was never gonna sleep there the whole night. So I was diffusing it by talking about like specific interests, like onions. Like I just randomly segued into like,
so you
like,
were trying to get rid of the fucking the built up hormones in her. Like when I think about baseball.
Yes,
baseball.
I was like, oh, so like you're from California, okay, cool. Like, have you ever like when was your last girlfriend? Like stuff like that, like normal things. We talked about
just make her unhorny.
Yeah, and like just kind of kill the vibe a little bit in a nice way. It's not her. I just didn't want to do that, like you know. And so,
well, yeah, because it's a male dating show, so
it's a male dating show. It's not a sapphic space. And so I was like, okay, yeah. Then I started telling her like, yeah, I don't know. I just know like a lot of things like about onions, and I started talking about Vidaia onions and how like there's not that much nitrogen in the soil, so they can't make the mustard gas, and that's why they don't make you cry. It was like a whole
monologue. I mean, if I heard somebody start talking about that as I had like a fucking half chub going on, and they start just rabbling on about onions,
you would finish.
I would just be like, I'd be like, yeah, what the fuck?
Yeah,
right, I guess I gotta go to the bathroom then and just.
But it was. My plan was to like really get on her good side. Again, she actually is hot. I do think she's hot. So he would you know how Tony was like getting with her and stuff, and they had the boys club. She was gonna be like my infiltrator for that.
Oh, dude.
That would've been good.
Yeah, she was gonna be in the
you
boys
club. You had Tony wrapped around your finger.
Fucking... Dude, Tony.
Not you. Well,
she was gonna be in the boys club.
I remember seeing the cameras. She like gave Tony I think it was. Yeah, Tony was the Italian one, right?
Yeah.
She gave him a blowjob in the bathroom. Had to be a blowjob or something. Had to be.
So crazy. I don't get why she was like. Did they bring her on just to be like the horny girl? Like, did
probably.
they?
No, I think they just brought a bunch of random people on.
No, she's like.
They probably just kind of thought that because it was Famous House. Remember those?
It was
right?
just
so
her.
They're thinking
it was like other
just
too.
fucking people we can fucking hook up and fuck and.
She did that.
I don't think they wanted it to turn out like that though.
Yeah,
if you don't tell people, they would think it was Famous House. Like we're in a big mansion, like.
They were really mad about everybody trying to fuck each other.
Well, I guess. Well, people thought it was just like Real World. Right?
Yeah,
we can fucking hook up in the house and shit, and it's okay, it's cool, it's great, you know.
And Tony had a girlfriend.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
And like it.
He must have been told it was live.
Didn't Alex Stein call his girlfriend?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Awesome.
He did, and he told on him, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I should have. Like, come on,
My
man.
favorite Tony moment
Because
was
he did
when-
that. I did watch some of that shit, and that kid wasn't talking like about, well, like, my girlfriend, and I
Right,
really
Jeff.
love her.
Right. No, 100%,
Then
Jeff. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, Jeff. Yeah.
As soon as they turn around, he's fucking over there like, Lily. Oh, Lily. Yo, that girl, Lily, man. I really like the fuck her.
Yeah.
No, my favorite Tony moment was when we were like just fresh in the house. They weren't even there that long, and he goes down to the bar and starts telling us he fucked his sister. That was awesome.
Whoa.